Now, chapter 851 is out and it's been and done with. I did do a lot of reaction. So, that being said, we've officially had the final chapter of the year of 2016. We've had the final chapter of the year of Sanji, and this chapter makes the other two chapters make a lot more sense now because we got a lot more answers to a lot of questions we've been having. Namely surrounding Pudding, the whole thing with Brooke and Big Mom gets kind of answered. So let's start off with the cover page. We actually got colour spread with the Straw Hats on it. We also got One Piece on the cover, Weekly Shonen Jump. But that being said, the chapter starts off with pretty much Pudding, obviously with her wicked ways being revealed. And I have to tell you, I don't like being the guy I say I told you so, but I knew it. I called it in my discussion. I said what happened. The discussion between Pudding and Reiju was past tense. I called it because in this chapter it makes a lot more sense as to why she let Reiju go. I still think it was a mistake because Sanji overheard it, but now the blood makes a lot more sense because we found out that the first thing you notice in this chapter is Pudding holding a revolver. According to Pudding, it has like candy bullets made out of, and that's also another reason why Reiju hasn't died yet. Also, Pudding did kind of say that the Vinsmokes kind of had like solid iron bodies, so the fact that in Pudding's own words, these candy bullets can pierce armor belonging to a soldier, so that's kind of impressive. She also says it's kind of like a devil fruit ability. We found out that she does have a devil fruit abilities, and it also makes sense why she let Reiju go. Obviously, the two obviously turning points in this chapter are one, Sanji's facial expressions, and number two, the cliffhanger at the end. And I'll get into that in a minute, because now we've got some progression. Now things are starting to look okay in terms of where the story goes from here. So, and Brooke kind of did point this out in this chapter too. Says like Luffy and Sanji are going to be key elements to this arc, and I couldn't agree more because, for one, is Luffy going to fight Big Mom? Is he going to grab Sanji and get the hell out of Dodge? That's the question I have, because now it's pretty much set in stone that Luffy and Nami by the end are going to escape. We got Pudding continuing evil ways, but if you noticed in this chapter how Sanji kind of reacts, one thing you notice in particular is he dropped the flowers like he didn't care anymore, like he's done. So I get the feeling, I don't know what Sanji's going to do because he's now technically the only one who knows about Pudding's true nature. So but then we go to, surprisingly enough, we finally get to see Big Mom and Brooke, and it looks like they had a clash or two because we noticed the crack in Brooke's eye. We've seen that before in Thriller Bark, which is another reference to Whole Cake Island. But Brooke had some very, very good dialogue to Big Mom in this chat. He knew that Sanji was going to come back because he was too kind for the situation. So Sanji would gladly give his life up to make sure that his comrades escape, which is exactly what Robin tried to do in Enid's lobby, even though she kind of got manipulated the same way. Sanji the same. So I'm telling you right now, Sanji's coming back in the crew. I don't know if we're going to get a new knockabout, but one of the prime candidates showed up at the end of this chapter. But then this chapter was pretty much the first part of this chapter was pretty much dominated by Pudding mocking Sanji, even showing some facial expressions. Even though she's evil as fuck, she still has no problem laughing it off. And by the end of that sequence, you see Sanji tearing up because he realizes the situation he's been had. And then we get the reveal of Pudding's devil fruit ability. It's called the Mem fruit, where she's able to take a part of Reiju's memories, almost like a photo film, and take it out. So that makes sense of why she let Reiju go. Again, I kind of called that and said, look at how, why would she, and if that was past tense, why would she go in Pudding's room if she was fucked up? So that's kind of the thing that, and another thing too is there's a lot of people thinking pudding may have been the potato starch. No, we still have to get that reveal, because in this chapter, a devil fruit bill is a problem, because now Reiju doesn't. That the discussion she had with Pudding is pretty much taken out. So now technically Sanji's the only one who knows. Well, actually Luffy and Nami too, and they escape. They're looking like they're gonna break Jinbei, who appears at the end of the chapter. Looks like he's gonna break, because I'm assuming he one-shotted Mondor. So they're gonna bust Luffy and Nami out of there, and I love that sequence. It actually gets interactions between Luffy and Nami, and you see that slime. I think was it Mondor? Yeah. Who said is going to torch Nami to get the information about Lola. But I like this clip from Nami. She said, "I would not rat out one of my friends to you." So that was cool, even though Mondor was going to do some serious business to Nami. He had a bow and arrow at one point, so he said, "I'm going to shoot you over and over again until you feed the information." Luffy going berserk still, because his hands are bleeding. He's trying to rip his hands off the wall. So she got us some characterization from Nami, because even though she's scared to death, she doesn't want to die. She still says doesn't want Luffy to rip his hands off. So there you go. But I love how this chapter ends with Jinbei arriving on the scene. Now you got some progression, and I don't want to be the say again. I don't want to be the guy who says I told you so about that, but I did say only one or two people could actually appear to take out Mondor, either Jinbei or Chopper. And right now, Chopper's trying to get into the air. He's rummaging around through the mirror world. There's it kind of like torturing Brule and trying to get the information. Actually, that was kind of lame on Brule's part, because I think at one point she's actually foaming at the mouth because she's being tickled to death, to get the information out of us. But she says the mirrors have the information. You just need to ask them. So I'm like, what? There's 100 mirrors that go into the castle, so they just need to figure out which ones are closest to Nami Luffy at this point, because one of the mirrors says that Sanji's walking, but to where? So I don't know what Sanji's going to do from here. The ball is pretty much in Sanji's court at this point. So what is he going to do with it? So, like I said in my discussion, Sanji has the biggest answer to make in 2017 when it comes to where the whole Cake Island arc goes from here. Brook had some very choice words. He said Luffy and Luffy and Sanji are going to be instrumental in where the story heads from here, and I couldn't agree more, because Sanji has a decision to make. Luffy has to be. Is it enough for Luffy to somehow, some way, fight equal terms with Big Mom? At this point, I would say no. But given the situation and how much Luffy has known since he's been locked up, I would not bet against Luffy at this point. So anything is possible. It gives us a lot of hype for the continuation of Whole Cake Island in 2017. Again, I'm hyped. So yeah, now that Jinbei's kind of like arrived on the scene, which I knew he would. I said it previously that I think out of two possible elements, Jinbei or Chopper had to be the one to take out Mondor. I'm glad it was Jinbei, but that means somebody now. Is Jinbei going to take on Potato Starch, the one with the highest bounty, I'm assuming? Or is he going to be one of the Vincebergs? So, questions for next year, but that was a hell of a way to close the year, the final chapter of 2016. But let me know your thoughts down below. That's it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like this review if you did, appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. For more One Piece, catch you guys later. Happy New Year. Bye.